Going to travel to Hawaii.
Oh, I love Hawaii.
It's been the topic of conversation for a lot of folks with all the volcanic action there with Kilauea. Today we're joined by a professor of geology and volcanology from the University of Hawaii, Ken Hahn. Doctor, welcome. We are so glad to have you on the show today.
Aloha, and thank you for having me.
Let's just jump right in there and talk about the Kilauea volcano and how it compares to other volcanoes.
Well, I think when we talk about volcanoes, most people think of the steep-sided volcanoes that we call composite volcanoes, like Mount St. Helens before it erupted in 1980. Those volcanoes erupt explosively, and they're pretty dangerous to be around. Hawaiian volcanoes are called shield volcanoes, and Kilauea volcano is one of these. They're built by thousands and thousands of eruptions of very fluid lava, like we see going on today. These volcanoes are actually the biggest volcanoes on the planet. They rise 25 to 30,000 feet from the surrounding seafloor, and then just a small part of them is poking above the surface of the ocean.
You know,
so this is all part of a natural cycle of building these huge volcanoes.
I've had the privilege of going to the Big Island, and I got to tell you, it was one of the most incredible things I've ever experienced as far as vacations go. There may be people watching who are thinking, well, now's not the time to go. It's dangerous. I shouldn't be there. Explain to them how that is and whether or not there are concerns.
Well, there's no danger to visitors whatsoever right now because the areas that are affected by the volcanic eruption are closed. So the rest of the island is open, though. And so if you're on the rest of the island, you really wouldn't even know that there's this major volcanic eruption going on. And in fact, this eruption is part of an eruption that's been going on for 35 years. It's just that it's moved down so that the vent is underneath a subdivision, and the amount of lava coming out has increased substantially on this lower part of the volcano. Wow. So there's still a lot of concern for the residents and people that have been evacuated, and so scientists and officials continue to monitor that area and keep that area so that it's safe.
You know, and it is. And the thing is I think people, if you haven't been to Hawaii, what you may not understand is that there's several islands here. So you can even book your trip and stay in different locations and possibly visit the other side of the Big Island, right?
Yeah, that's right. So I just want to reassure people that it's perfectly safe to come to the island of Hawaii or to any of the other islands in the Hawaiian Islands. So, and as you said, the Kona side, or the west side of our island, is perfectly safe to visit right now, as well as the Hilo side, and most all of the island is still accessible to people. The southern part of Hawaii Volcanoes National Park is still open for tourists, and as a matter of fact, there's two towns, Volcano and Pahoa, that are just within a couple miles of the vents, and those towns are still open for business and would love to have people come and visit them.
What do you find the most fascinating about this whole thing? Like, as far as, like, what do you, like, this is amazing. I'm a geologist, I'm a volcanologist.
Exactly, and then you get to see it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is, I think the only way to put it, this is a historic eruption. This is an event, once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to see something of this size and this scope. And particularly, I think what fascinates a lot of people is to see the images of the volcanic eruption juxtaposed with people's homes and things like that. So it definitely is having a significant impact on the people that live in that area, and I don't want to underplay that. But actually, it's had a double impact because a lot of people, as you say, have put off their visits to here. And that economically has actually hurt a lot of these people, too. So what we'd like to do is keep those people employed, keep people coming, you know, so that, you know, people that have lost their homes at least will still have jobs. It's a great opportunity to visit and actually help people out during this crisis as well.
Well, our thoughts and prayers go to everyone out there, especially those whose homes have been impacted. And we encourage everyone to obviously still visit if you have plans to. And if you never have, I'll tell you what, truly, it was like a religious experience. I tell people that all the time. There's nothing like Hawaii when you have the chance to see it.
Yeah, Hawaii is a great place to come and visit, and the people here are wonderful, and I think everybody have a great time. And this is an opportunity to actually see something you'll never get a chance to see in your life again. So if you need some more information, there's a great website called GoHawaii.com that'll have information about the eruptive activity as well as other things about visiting the Hawaiian Islands.